Hi everybody, it's Bonka922 here to bring you Sword Art Online. Oh my word. Episode 12, Sword Art Online. This one, damn. Damn. Alright. Pretty much we start off with Kirito and Asuna with Yui. They're in the first floor. Kind of beginnings. They are actually with the girl that they saved. Remember the orphans? Yeah, from the army. And they bring Kirito and Asuna to this place, to this orphanage, this church. She's explaining how there's all these people here, and then we saved them from when they first appeared in the game. And saying that she doesn't know Yui, that she's came with them. And they explain to her how she was found on the 22nd floor. They found her. Then they get a knock at the door. And this person, I think her name is Yui'S? Yui'S? I'm sorry if I'm butchering that name. Yui'S basically is vice commander of this one guild. And basically she's telling... she was coming to tell them about the whole incident the other day. When Asuna attacked those army guys. And they're thinking, they're apologizing. And then Yui'S like, no. I should be the one to apologize, and saying that she wants Kirito and Asuna's help. Further goes into detail about saying that Kaiba? For anyone who doesn't know who Kaiba, can't even say his name correctly, is, he's the guy. Remember the beginning of Sword Art Online? He's the guy who was in the town in the meeting they had at the very beginning. The guy was like bullshitting Kirito. The guy was like, "Oh, you're a beater, you're a cheater, blah blah blah." That guy, spiky hair kind of thing. Okay, he apparently is in charge of this one guild that Yui'S is part of, vice commander of the guild, and apparently Kaiba sent this one guy. I think what she said was his name was Thinker, to the dungeon. This area of the dungeon where it's like, oh my god, a lot of high-level monsters there. Up the wazoo. And she wants Kirito and Asuna to come with her to help her out and to save Thinker. At first they're reluctant, but, Asuna doesn't know if they should go because of the situation. But then, I think Yui says, "Oh, go do it, mommy," and stuff, and so on and so forth. Now, this, like I said, and if I have to mention, this name of this episode was Yui's Heart. Okay, so how they're gonna go, but Yui wants to come with them, and then Asuna's like, "No, you need to stay here," and then they decide to bring her with them. Oh, FYI, you bet it's a very good thing they brought Yui with them. I'll get to that in a minute. So, what was found out also in this episode was that as the game progressed and people got into more levels, opened up more floors, the dungeon area on the first ground floor, the town beginnings, that dungeon area, that was more advanced than it was in the beginning of the game. So she's going on saying that Kaiba knew about this, and he's like, he doesn't want people, like the army, to get in there and everything. He's just letting you high-level people get in there. This guy's being a douchebag, basically sending people to their deaths, more or less. And she explains how most of the monsters here are only in the level range of 60. So that's what she was explaining to me. So they get to a part, and there's this little conversation between Yui and Asuna and Kirito. It's like a family. They're like a big freaking family, a mother, a father, and a kid. But anyway, they're sure Euler, sorry, I'm butchering that name, that, oh, she can handle herself. She was on the 22nd floor by herself, so she can handle herself. So, go in the dungeon. You encounter these frogs that Kirito just destroys, and it's just like a good exercise for him. And this was probably the only funny part in the episode. He takes the frog meat, and it's an item. He gives it to Asuna. She's like, no, get away from me! And she's like throwing it, get out, get out. You know, it's just like a funny scene, and Yui starts laughing and smiling, and then Yui's like, you smiled, Nate-chan, you smiled, you know, in a whole bit. And she's smiling, and it's like a good thing going on. Then they move on from there. Go down the corridor. She sees Thinker. He's in the safe zone. And she's running, you know, and then Thinker at one point says, stop, stop, don't stop. And then, oh my god, out of the fucking blue comes this, I guess you can call him like a Grim Reaper guy with a scythe. And Kirito just split seconds, Kirito just jumps in, takes her down, and nearly gets her head cut off, but he saves her. Get her into the safe zone. Get into the safe zone. Take Yui and get into the safe zone. And Asuna too. So the guy's coming out. This Grim Reaper guy, who apparently is a 90 level, a level 90 monster. So basically what they tell them is to get in the safe zone, use the transportation crystals, and get the hell out of here. Asuna doesn't want to leave, and she joins in the fight, trying to defeat this thing. So they fight it, and they try to block it. They can't. They get their asses handed to them by this guy, this Grim Reaper cloak thing. And it seems like they're in deep shit. Until Yui comes out as, you know, Thinker and the other one just leave. Transportation keys to get the hell out of there. Comes in, stands right in front of the monster, and she says, Mommy and Daddy, it's going to be okay. Monster hits her. Barrier. There's a barrier in front of her. Hits her. She rises. She summons a freaking sword. I'm like, what? That was like a what the fuck moment. Summons a sword, twirls it around, and just destroys the monster. Kirito's okay, and Asuna's okay, and then she just tells Kirito and Asuna, I remember everything now. And then she begins to explain what she is. Apparently, she is a program. Yui. She's a program. She's an AI. It goes into details about what the whole Sword Art Online system is. The name of the system is called Cardinal. And she's basically was designed not to get involved with humans, not to get involved with the players, just to watch over them. Until, and she's basically saying how she was like, totally mind fucked, totally like, I couldn't take it anymore. I just broke down until eventually I saw 2 players that weren't like everybody else. And she's referring to who? Asuna. And she says ever since then, she's wanted to meet these 2 players and to be with them and to get to know them and to be with them all the time. Forever. Unfortunately, there's some bad news. She says because she defeated that monster, the system of Cardinal knows that she is a foreign object and that she must be deleted. Oh, shit. Yeah. So that's when she starts to disappear. And Asuna, oh my god, she cried her eyes out. At some point, though, she's like saying, "Mommy, don't be sad, smile." It was like one of those things like, holy shit, this is some heavy crap going on. So what ends on happening is she disappears. But after she disappears, Kirito's like, he's typing the keyboard there. It's like, you're not going to get away with this. The creator of Sword Art Online. He gets knocked out. Sent like 2-3 feet in the air. But then he comes back. He gets up after he gets knocked out from the shock, I guess, from the feedback of the machine system. And he gives something to Asuna. What he gives to Asuna is this little tear, and that little tear is Yui's heart. And then they're all sad, kind of. It's like a kind of weird, sad moment. And basically, he lets Asuna know that when the game's over, we could bring her back with this. They can bring her, create a new child, get a child. She says, "Oh, this will be our first child." And she's got the tear around her neck, dangling there, and it's just like, oh wow. And she's like, and then you just hear Yui say, "Good luck, mommy." That's pretty much what happened. Definitely a 5 out of 5 for this one. This one had everything. This had an emotional kind of thing going on. This had action. So, pretty interesting episode. I like this one. Yui's heart. This really showed that, Yui was a AI, a program. She had feelings. She had things that made her almost human. She really wanted to be with Asuna and Kirito, and she says, just keep doing what you're doing. Keep the Kirito and Asuna, just keep influencing people to just, be the hope and the joy of Sword Art Online. Don't be the negative emotions. Be this shining light to help people get through this time. This game. So, that's why I really like this episode for that. And because, well, got some feedback on the whole situation with the game. So yeah, definitely 5 out of 5. Tell me what you guys think. What do you guys think about the message in the Sword Art Online episode, this episode? Think it's the same as I think it is, or do you think it's different? So, I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys. This one was, oh man, this was so sad. It's like, they're like a family. And then it just crumbles. Asuna was really sad. I'm like, wow. Don't be sad, Asuna. You still got Kirito. Next one should be very, very intense. I'm reading it and it says Edge of Hell's Abyss. That tells me they're probably going to go back on the front lines and they're going to do some shit. So, yeah, 5 out of 5. Good episode of Sword Art Online. I'll catch you guys later. Tomorrow will just be really nothing. Just probably the verses and so I can't play H for the other channel. So that's all I got for you guys. See you guys later, and man, Asuna, she was being mommy. See you guys.